Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about LastPass, the last password you'll ever need. I'd like to start with a question. Who has been a victim of cybercrime? Only 2 people. Based on Norton's 2012 report, 2 out of 3 online users have been a victim of cybercrime. But the problem is with the cybercrime is that not many people realizes that the information is compromised. That's the problem. Because they just get in, they get what information needed, they get out basically. So unless they defect the information, nobody figures out. In the future, they use it for different purposes. Based on same report, 18 victims per second. Norton's 2012 report. Now, when we think about cybercrime, there are two different ways we go to avoid cybercrime. One way, server side. We can't really do much for server side. The other way, the user. The user is us. We control what we see, basically. So, and the passwords are the most important things because that's the way we get it. Facebook, Google, Gmail, everything connected to the password. Now, I've been all my life, most of my life, 18, 20 years, I didn't know about this. When I met with it, it was revealing, relaxing because since I started using it, it's just much easier. I don't need to remember any of my passwords. It keeps it in there for me. When I log in, it puts my passwords for me. So, and it's safe and it's encrypted. I will talk about all the features of LastPass in the next slides. Now, first I'd like to talk about the most destructive events, cybercrimes I put in my list. I put together 3 lists of CBS News, CNN, and Los Angeles News. And this is it. Most effective one is the Wells Fargo, 70 million. So now when we put the number together, it's 284 million, which is 90% of the United States population. Now, also hackers were able to attack government websites in South Carolina. If you guys remember, in 2012, they were able to steal 3.6 million people's social security number. They stole around 400,000 credit card information and so forth. Now, here are the most used 10 passwords. 38% of all internet users are using password 1 password. It's pretty simple to figure out. It doesn't take much time to figure that out. And this is the top 10 list. And as we see here, most users use 8-character long passwords because that's the default length websites force users to have 8-character at least. Most people use 8 characters. Now, I would like to after all problems we're having with the passwords, having able to remember it. Using only 1 password is not safe for us because once they hack it, they can always hack another account. After that, LastPass comes in. It's free. It costs $1 if you guys want to use it on your iPhone, iPad, Android. It's $1 per month, so it would be $12. If you want to see your passwords on your iPhone, then you would have to pay $1 fee for a month. Otherwise, it's 100% free. It's simple. I'd like to quick show you guys how it is. So here's my Chrome, which I'm not connected in. Okay. So here's the LastPass. I also installed on my computer. Quick activity. Now, I am not logged in. It's black. Now, if I need to log in, I click there. This is my email, and I put my password in, and then I log in. It's red now. Now I click my vault, and I see all of my passwords here. I need to log in my Facebook. I just click edit. This is my username. This is my password. Now, how does it work? I just go to facebook.com, and I see it pops up right here. Now, I have another 7 accounts on this computer I saved. I can select whichever account I want and puts that information in. Now, if I go to Gmail, it puts my Gmail information in for me. Whichever account I want, I choose. I got a little too much. Work related.
You're trying to fly under the radar, aren't you?
So yeah, basically puts my information in. Let's say it wasn't in. LastPass didn't even have my information in. I would simply put my information in, and then put my password in, sign in. Once I sign it, if it's not saved in there, it says, okay, here's the new information. Should I save it? Click save it, and then done. Now, I also have groups here. I saved my projects, I have my work, I have my credit card information. So when I purchase anything online, I just one click of a thing, I get my credit card information. Now let's talk about more features. Okay, now it's accessible everywhere. Any computer, even if I turn off my computer, using that computer, going to LastPass.com, I can access my vault without any problem. Much more secure passwords. Now, I'd like to also show you guys that since it saves in there, all the passwords, I don't need to remember any of my passwords. I don't have that problem. When I need to create a new password, let's say I created another Facebook account, I want to have a second Facebook account for some reason, I just go to LastPass.com, generate, and then I select, let's say 20, special, generate. This is the password I use. It's much more secure than using password like this. Password. Now, if you guys want to see that, we can try here. This is a website that checks how the secure the password is. Let's put the password word itself because it's most used instantly. Now let's put this one. 425 million years. It just counts how many times computer can guess each character, and as
it's called how secure.
How secure is my password.net. Every character that you add to your regular password, it makes it much harder. Just even one character after 12 characters makes it so much harder to hack. No need to remember any passwords. Once you know your master password, which I'm going to show you guys how to create an account, once you know your master password, you don't need to remember any of your passwords because let's say you're on the go, your phone is with you, which it's not with me right now. You just turn it on, you check the app, here's the password, copy it, paste it, whatever you like. You don't need to remember any of your password. Now, and faster login, you don't need to put any of your passwords in, it puts it for you. So you don't have that problem. Now, private data, you can put not only passwords, you can put your credit card information, as I mentioned, social security number, and so forth. It's very easy to find data if it's organized. Any data you put in the LastPass. There's no migration really, you just create the account. If you want to import your passwords, you can always do that. As you use your accounts, it asks to save a new one. You just click save, basically that's how it works. Now, this is the most important portion. Fully encrypted platform. Now, we're talking about saving our passwords into one spot. Now, if it's not saved, how it's going to work? Because all of the passwords are in one place, and it's going to be much easier for hackers to get in whatever they want, because it's going to be very easy. Now, this system uses So this system uses 256 AES encryption system. So it basically encrypts the password you have based on your master password. So let's say you have a master password 123321. That's simple. It changes, even if you have password as a password, it changes that word to something totally different. So even if it's hacked, there's no way for it to hack. But even if it's hacked, they cannot figure it out because it's encrypted. Now, this problem came with the server side back in the days with the Yahoo voice. They didn't really encrypt the passwords, so most of those users lost their information. Information was stolen. Now, when we see this is the password. If we encrypt it, it looks something like this. It doesn't look anything like that, so there's no way to figure out it's really password. Now, imagine a life not worrying about any of your online privacy. You have one place for yourself that you go, you check your information when needed. Imagine only having just one password. I mean, right now, most people have one password too, but they use it for everywhere, and it's not safe. Now, imagine using that password for something like this and changing your password to something more secure. So in case your information compromised, not only one account is compromised, not all of your internet accounts. Accessing your passwords everywhere, it's essentially, it's a really nice feature. I don't remember, I mean, since using passwords like that, I really don't remember any of my passwords. I can access them anywhere. So I don't have any problem remembering them. I don't need to think about, oh, what was my password, because back then I always went to forgot my password link, and I had to receive an email, and then click the email, and I set the password. It took my 10 minutes every time I log into a website that I didn't go for like a week. Never have to enter login information again. Just let it, LastPass put it for you. You don't need to deal with it. Another thing I have to say that I use my name, last name, and birth date in my password so I can remember it. Then I figured it's not a really good option to do that because obviously Facebook, everybody has Facebooks, and all the information is there. Basically, everybody can see my birth date, my first name, last name. It's easy to figure that out. So that this way, no need to use any personal information. Don't need to have to remember what was your password. Now, let's see how we can get a LastPass in less than a minute. Let's use Chrome again. We go LastPass, LastPass.com. Now we click sign in, and we click create an account. Now, this is the email, the master email for our account, so we will use this email all the time to check our passwords. And then master password is the most important password. You shouldn't even forget, because the funny thing is that if you forget, there is no way to reset it. So all of your passwords are gone. Because this company doesn't keep any of your information in their database. Your information is synced through their servers to the devices you use. So even if you call them, there's no way they can figure out. Nobody knows your password except you. So if you forget your master password, there's a bigger problem. And you can always set a password reminder, and that's it. As you click create an account, that's it. That's all you need to do, create an account. And you can start saving your passwords in it. LastPass, the last password you'll ever need.